Hello, what's up good people? Good to see you once again. Leo tunazungumzia what are these three things zenye zinaweza kakumekia do right now in this year 2023 going forward, because let me tell you one secret. Kila mtu anajua saizi inflation iko juu, that is the cost of living iko juu, cost ya chakula, cost ya mahali pa kuishi, cost ya transport, everything is high. And I said, guess what? We always take advantage of the situation and it happens hizi, then you can be able to make some money and move to the next level. So today I'm going to talk about these three things, and guess what? Unazijua zote, ni venye maybe you don't know how to take advantage of them so that at least unaweza make dough na move to the next level. Alright, tulisema hakuna kulalamika. But anyway, before we do that, as always, hapo hivyo juu on your right kuna ka button kameandikwa subscribe, kameandikwa in black. Just kaguze tu, it is free, doesn't cost you anything. Then hapo hivyo chini kuna kamkono kanakaa like this, hit those two. I know you're asking yourself, Joseph, what's the importance of this? Why do you keep on reminding this about people? Yeah, you know why I keep on reminding you? Because I don't want you to miss any of my good video that I will upload in future. That's the advantage. All right, thank you for doing exactly that. Now let's get into the day's business. It's about what are these three magical things zenye unaweza fanya and then you can be able to earn something at the end of the day. And this is actually the process of getting yourself rich in this 2023, because at the end of this year kuna watu ambao watakuwa matajiri. Fine, no more talking now. Today, let's talk about these things. Kitu ya kwanza, definitely it is food. I know you guessed it right, and that's the reality. Once you can get your hand into the food in this country, I don't want to name names, but you know some people when they are wealthy already, but they're still getting their hands into the food, into the milk, into the, you know, when I say that, I know you know what I'm saying. So what does that tell you? Food, number one, population of Kenya is increasing. Number two, there is high cost of living. That is, the inflation has hit like every sector in our country. And by the way, it is not only in our country, it's like all over the world this thing is happening. So you are there, maybe you have your 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, 1 million. What can you do to get something out of the money that you have instead of it lying idle? If you can get yourself hand into the food, what I mean by getting yourself into the hand, or rather into the food industry, what does it mean? Say you have 15,000. Last time I gave you a very simple scenario where you can use your 15,000 to start a vegetable, vegetable vendor shop, and then you can earn something at the end of the. And I said a minimum of 600, and you're good to go. You know, you can start another thing like vegetable or rather fruits. You can get yourself into selling like vitu za kukula na vitu kama hizo. So if you can get yourself into the food industry, maybe say you wanna get yourself into cereals, you wanna get yourself into milk, you wanna get yourself into water refill. A lot of people suffer from not having what we call the correct or hygienic water to drink and such. If you can get yourself into meat business like the butchery or something of so, if you can get yourself into a hotel business, if you can get yourself into a general shop or something of so, if you can just find a way, provided you know where you come from. All right, okay, I don't advise you to take cereals to some places like Kitale. Of course Kitale hawezi kula cereals because that's where they produce them. All right, and if you can take that thing where you know it is needed most, for example kwa matown unapata population iko juu, peleka cereals huko, peleka vitu kama hoteli huko, peleka vitu kama vegetables huko, peleka vitu kama fruits huko, peleka vitu kama, you get the milk, the maziwa, the maji, all those things. If you can actually take them to where that population is high, then big sure that you'll get something at the end of the day. And I appeal, and I know this one you've already guessed it, Kenya is alcoholic country. That is a fact. We take a lot of alcohol and we drink a lot, and that means if you can get your, by the way, do you know what the statistics are saying? That we have a population of over 12 million Kenyans who take alcohol daily. 12 million Kenyans take alcohol daily. By the way, you can just go ahead and check those statistics from the NACADA. That is the body that regulates the narcotics, the drugs, and what alcohol and what have you, commonly known as the Motundo laws and such. So if you can head over there, you'll get over 12 million Kenyans take alcohol each and every day. So if you can get yourself into this alcohol business, if you are the kind, all right. So for example, you can get yourself some wines and spirit, you can get yourself some a club, you can get yourself some a drinking vendor or something, but don't do the illegal ones. These changas and what have you zenye watu wanapoteza macho ama is it macho ama uwezo wa kuona, whichever. All right, so don't get yourself into those because you rub shoulders with government. So get yourself a legit thing that is regulated, and then if you get yeah, I know people do complain, wines and spirit is iko na shida, polisi watakusumbua. That is very true. You know why watakusumbua? Because there is money there. And guess what? If the money is enough for you, for the landlady or landlord, it is enough for you, for the licensing, for the government, and so you can get yourself into that thing. Mtu huwa anafanya aje? Let me tell you one secret. Ukitaka kusucceed kwa life, all right? unaangalianga where you live nini na affect watu na nini huwa wanapenda sana. Juzi mchina amekuja Kenya, akaona mnapika ugali, akaona venye mnapika, akafikiria kuinvent ka machine. Kuna kakitu alileta kakupika ugali. So that's how you do it. You identify what these people suffer from or what they do. Mostly you do what you just look what you can do to modify what exactly they do, or maybe make it look better, and then from there you make money out of it. I always say this and I keep on reminding you, money is always a reward given after solving someone's problem. Look at the problem that you can solve and then you will get the reward. But if you chase money, you'll never get it. Just solve problems and then money will be thrown at you. That's the reality. I know that may not sync with many, but that's the reality. And one day when you realize that, then you'll have a very easier time for you to succeed to the next level. Back to our alcohol. I was talking about alcohol. I was saying, like, if you can get your hand into the business, then rest assured you will get something at the end of the day. Because what makes you to get into this business is because of the statistics. And I always say numbers don't lie. And guess what they're saying? Over 12 million people usually drink alcohol in our country, and one consumes an average of 100 shillings and above. What does that tell you? How many millions of money that transact through the hands of people through the alcohol? That tells you that's a business that you can get yourself into and earn something at the end of the day. And the last one but not the least, and I'll still give you a bonus up with Vodu, definitely it's about beauty. Nowadays we've come to a point whereby even men are realizing, hey, you know what, I need to look good, I need to do some facial, I need to do some whatever. Well, there are those who cannot and maybe think like, but the reality is people are doing that, and also the ladies industry. Of course, this has been there from ages and ages. So get yourself into the business, get yourself into the understandings. Like, if you get yourself into the beauty. Now, when I say beauty, it has variety of things in it. It has something we call the beauty and fashion. Has the the beauty shop, has the salons, has the cosmetics. Has it houses all those things at the same time, so that at least you can be able to go to the next level. All right, sorry about the background noise, but so anyway, I was saying, like, if you get yourself into that exact thing, then you can be able to make money at the end of the day. And by the way, if maybe I can add you a bonus on top of it, it's about accommodation. When I say accommodation, this one now falls under the real estate, the lodging, the guest house, the Airbnb, and all those things. Just generally accommodation. Because there is one thing I'll tell you, wherever there is an alcohol, accommodation goes hand in hand. That's the reality. Because I don't want to elaborate much, but you know what I mean by that point. So whenever there is an alcohol, then accommodation should go hand in hand. And of course, whenever there is a rise in the population, then that means all those people need to be accommodated, either from their conventional homes, or from their lodges, or from their guest houses, or from their Airbnbs, and such kind of a thing. So accommodation is a thing that you can get yourself into. Perhaps what I mean by this point is this: if you have kind of huge amount of money, like in terms of millions, of course, you cannot get yourself into real estate with hundreds of thousands. You only get yourself into real estate with millions of money. So if you have some kind of that money, then you can get yourself into real estate, build some houses, you rent them out, and if you can build them and sell them out, then that's it, you get money. That's how you do it. Solve somebody's problem, and then the money will be thrown at you. It's as simple as that. That's the only thing that I can explain to you as of now. Perhaps if you maybe can just go ahead and recap what I've just said in the entire video is this: I've said 3 industries that you can get your hand into, then get something at the end of the day. It is food industry. Number 2, I said it's about what we call the alcohol industry. That is where people drink a lot of things. And the other thing is accommodation. And I've added on top of that, it's about beauty and what have you, and all those things. So anyway, guys, if you're out there, you would like to get any business ideas, or rather any business plans of what I've just discussed, guess what? It is ready. You can get my number from the description of this video. By the way, I'll still pin it on the comment section, and I'll leave it on the description of this video. Get the number, contact me, and then from there, we talk business. You get your copy. It's only $220, and then we get started. It's as simple as that. Don't forget to subscribe if you've reached this video up to this particular point. Comment down below, tell me what you think, because I'm a believer. Just like an iron sharpens another iron, so do we learn from each other. Share this video out if you're in a position to, so that we can bring a lot of people and create a great community, and we can progress to the next level. Perhaps you're asking, fine, you've talked to all those, who are you? My name is Joseph. We talk about money, talk about investment, finance, and anything related exactly to that. If you that's a cup of your coffee, and if you mind about money, and I believe you do, then consider this place home. How do you do that? Subscribe down there so that you don't miss any of my video. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like, and we move to the next one. For now, what can I say apart from thank you? See you in the next one.